Okay, so the electronic bank statement, how system, what are all the steps we need to take care. Okay, so the process, how the process which is going to work, as what I was explaining in the last session. Quick recap once again: the bank reconciliation process, we have the two types of process. One is a manual bank reconciliation, another one is a electronic reconciliations. Okay, so we can perform EBS. Okay, so electronic bank statement. Now the manual bank reconciliation related the document which I have already given. Okay, so but so most are the clients, most are the businesses are using the electronic bank reconciliation process only. So okay, that is the process which we are under discussion now. The electronic bank EBS process, how the process which is going to work, I have already explained. Now in SAP, we are going to run the F110 program. F110 is nothing but automatic payment program. Okay, so if you have n number of line items, also what system does, it will clear the customer line items, and it will generate the okay new line item, the clearing documents. Then once this will be generated, then the SAP system will generate file. Okay, either it's XML, TXT, or IDOCS, whatever it may be. It depends on the requirement. Okay, depends on the client requirement what we have configured. Then from here, what system does, then the file will be generated. Then that file will be placed into one folder in the sense it's a application path within SAP system. Also there is a some storage, okay, where we are going to store that one. That will be stored into the AL11. That is the standard transaction code. AL11 is the transaction code. Over there the basis team will be defined the path, okay, which program file need to be stored into the which folder. That will be decided by the, as per our requirement, basis team will set up the path. Okay, then that will be stored into the path, application path. Then after that the PI system will pick up the file. PI is the process integration system. This is also SAP system, but we are not going to see this system because the technical people will work on this one. Okay, then from here then we are going to set up some batch jobs. Okay, backend jobs. Okay, backend jobs to pick up this file. Okay, what will happen, that backend job will pick up the file, then it will get transmitted to the bank. Okay, everything will be okay without manual intervention, automation. Everything will be automation. Once the bank will process, then what will happen here, bank will process payments to the okay vendors. What will happen then, payments to vendors, payment to vendors. Okay, what will happen, the bank will transfer the, I mean the money will send it to the vendor's account. Okay, now let us assume, now I have instructed to the bank when the F110 when I ran. Okay, in that I have a 10 lakhs rupees related line items which I have included. But now out of that the bank has made payment only the 9 lakhs rupees. Okay, now I have instructed 10 lakhs rupees, but bank only made payment 9 lakh rupees. Okay, maybe due to that external reasons, whatever it may be. But now the reconciliation which I need to perform, right? Okay, but from my end, if I could see only the 10 lakhs from my end, but bank end only 9 lakhs. There is a 1 lakh difference between. Okay, so to perform the reconciliation, what are all the line items of which the bank has been made payment against on behalf of which vendor line item. So, okay, for that purpose, again bank will send it back to file, the EBS electronic bank EBS file. Okay, then with that file again we'll reconcile between the transactions. Okay, we'll reconcile the transactions between SAP. Okay, so that what it will get match my SAP bank balance and my SAP GL, I mean SAP GL bank balance, and my outside of bank balance should be always equal. Okay, now in terms of process, if we see that one, what will happen, now you can see here. Okay, the bank file formats, there are different file formats are there. MT940 BI, the bank file formats for customer, BI to CMT51. Okay, different formats are there. Okay, but for we are going to see this vendor specific formats, MT940 format, BI file format, what we can see here. Okay, we'll see that one. We will see that one. Okay, now this is the process. In terms of process, if we talk about, this is the process how system is going to work. But now see, now the till now I have not done any configuration, but now we can see the configuration also. Okay, now before going to that one, this is the one of the biggest change in S4 HANA system. Okay, we need to understand that one also. Okay, I'm just giving a hint here what will happen, but before, okay, what are the changes S4 HANA up to 1909 version? Even I have the 1909 version also. Okay, S4 HANA version up to 1909, the bank accounts what we are following in ECC, the same process, the SAP, okay, it is there in up to 1909. But now 2021, 2020 S4 HANA 2020 onwards, the SAP has come up with the changes. Okay, then the changes I'm just giving a hint, but now anyhow we will discuss in detail about, okay, when we will be there into the S4 HANA sessions. What are the changes the SAP has been introduced? Okay, now first let us see the bank accounts, bank GL accounts. Okay, first we need to understand now how many GL accounts to be required. Okay, now let us assume I have a one bank account. Okay, so one bank account. Okay, first first the GL account which I would require is a main bank. Okay, main bank account. So main bank account in the sense always the GL account which is equal to the which is equal always the main bank GL account balance which is equal to my bank balance. Remember, okay. For this purpose, we would require is a main bank GL account. Okay, main bank GL account, main bank GL account. Now let us assume let now I have a clearings, vendor clearings are there, I have a customer clearings are there, I mean outgoing clearings are there, incoming clearings are there. Okay, so in that situation how I need to define, how I am going to defining this one. So what will happen for outgoing, let us assume for outgoing, outgoing clearing account, if you have a okay, now if you are following outgoing clearing, I just mentioned here as a description. Now let us assume the payment method, you have the payment methods. Let us assume the online payment method or wire transfer or check payment or ACH payment. Okay, whichever you want, if you want to define this clearing account based on your payment method also you can define. Okay, let me define in such a way so that it will be easy for us to understand. Okay, what I will do, wire wire outgoing, it's a clearing account. Okay, so for outgoing clearing account, then the payments which are happening, okay, wire in, okay, incoming clearing account, incoming clearing account. Yeah, I think in already mentioned, why I need to include again in. Then okay, now if you feel that, okay, sorry, if you feel that if there is any one more GL account for bank charges, because we have, right, is but for some bank, some clients, they want to record the, they want to show or they want to post some business transactions even to the what are the charges the bank has been applied. Okay, if you want to, if you feel that, then let me create the bank charges also. For bank charges, I want to record in separate GL accounts. Bank charges is an expenses account. Okay, remember. But now while seeing this one, what we need to understand here, for one bank GL account, at least we would require 3 or 4 GL accounts. So 3 GL accounts maximum to be required. It depends on. Now here from this bank account, I am doing payments. Payments in the sense outgoing means I am transferring from my bank account to someone's account. Then this is for my outgoing. This is for incoming, the bank which is receiving payments from others. Okay, so the bank charges, okay, the bank charges, this is the only one GL account which we can use for all accounts, all banks. Okay, now this is the process. Okay, now this is the process what we need to follow. Okay, then at least we would require 3 to 4 bank accounts. And coming to the then GL accounts. Okay, so 4 or 5, I mean 3 or 4 accounts to be required. Now let us start the configuration one by one so that it will be easy for us to understand. If I step by step, if I explain. Remember, this is a very important one. Okay. Then I am going to explain additional things also. Then let us go to the part. Financial accounting, bank accounting, business transactions, payment transactions. Then now electronic bank statement. Come here, electronic bank statement. Now make global settings for the electronic bank statement. Okay, now this is the one step, okay, where we are going to do all the configurations. Okay, first let us give the what is our chart of accounts. This is our chart of accounts. Okay, the configuration which I am going to do, okay, at chart of accounts level. Okay, the prerequisite is that, okay, what we need to do, we need to create the okay, there are some prerequisites are there. Okay, prerequisites in the sense of what we need to do. First we need to create the GL accounts. Okay, so once the GL accounts will be ready, then we need to create the bank accounts. Okay, let me go to here. First let me create the GL accounts. FS00 Citibank account clearing. Okay, this we have already used for the logbox. Okay, I will create one more account. 107, right? 109. Let me create the template. 06 to 106 Citibank account. Then ING. Okay, so main bank account does not have the open item management. Remember, then select this one, balances in local currency, then relevant cash flow. Then let me create the just 07. I have written 9, 10, 11, 11. It is there. Okay, 12. Let me create the 12. ING. Okay, so ING. I'll mention out. So meaning that outgoing clearing account. So for this one, it should be required open item management. Then does not require relevant. Okay, this is all. Okay, let me copy this one. In ING in incoming clearing. In the sense incoming, don't confuse incoming clearing account. Okay, so let me create a one more account where that is for the bank charges. Okay, so the bank charges account, it is the expenses. The bank charges is the expenses. 500. Let me create 303 04. PNL account expenses. I'll change here. Then bank charges if you want. You can Then other parameters are the same. Okay, don't do any changes. Then what we have done, we have created the GL account. So then once the GL account will be created, the what is the next step would be okay, the next step would be we need to create the house bank. We need to create the house bank. So because in that house bank we need to assign the GL account. Then let me call FI12 is the transaction code to create the A001. Okay, two accounts already exist. I'm not going to use them. Then ing country is in India. So the bank key ing123. I'll just mention whatever it may be. Then save it. Bank. Then let me create a bank account here. Okay, the bank key I have created. Then under the bank key, now I am going to create the account ID. Okay, ing current account. The bank account number here we need to mention here what bank has been provided, because okay, whenever if you open any bank account, the bank will allot you one bank account number. So that number you need to enter here. Enter here. Then currency, what is the currency here? Enter the currency. Then GL account is a mandatory here. Okay, so because we need to record the business transactions, ing account, ing bank account, this is the one. Then enter, then save it. Okay, what we have done, we have configured we have created the GL accounts. Then the GL accounts we have assigned into the bank account. Okay, now now moving back to this step. Now create account symbols. Okay, what exactly the account symbols is going to do? Okay, so in this account symbol I want to, okay, I want to differentiate. Okay, so what is my main bank account? What is my incoming clearing account? What is my outgoing clearing account? What is my bank charges? Right? I need to define the accounts. Okay, then for this accounts, okay, for these accounts I am going to map the GL accounts, because these you cannot directly assign GL accounts for your business, for your bank transactions. Okay, so these are the accounts. Okay, first we need to let me define the accounts. Okay, then create account symbols. Okay, this is the account symbols to differentiate my I mean the GL accounts, the bank GL accounts. Okay, then the GL accounts. Then let me, here is the, okay, Arvind Group. Yeah, I will create like this. Okay, main bank account, main bank. Okay, so ERV, okay, M stands for, just for our understanding, main bank account. Let me enter. Then ARV, okay, O stands for outgoing clearing account. Outgoing clearing. Okay, outgoing. I'll just mention simple outgoing only. Then AV, sorry, ARVI. Okay, incoming. Then the last one is that ARVB, bank charges, for bank charges. Okay, these are the account symbols what we have created. Then let me save this one. For this account symbols I'm going to assign accounts here. Now come to the assign accounts to the account symbols here. Now click on this one. Okay, under this chart of accounts, then click on this one. What are the account symbols which you have created? Come here. Now for main bank account, select the main bank account. Select this one. Okay, select this one. Then I mean it's a depends on okay account modification. Just put it plus here. Then currency also. If you have a multiple things, then what you can do, you can put it the currency INR. Then here you need to understand the logic here. Now let me go back to the Excel sheet. Now for main bank account, what is the GL account which I have created? Let me come back here. So this is the GL account. Usually what will happen in real time, how the logic they will be designed. They will be, I mean the design, the logic will be designed for the main bank account. This is the GL account, right? Okay, what they will design 200 200 mean, so meaning that okay whatever it may be, but end wherever the end is going to, the end should be 0 for main bank account. Now the I mean here should be a 1 for this one. Is should be the end is a clearing. Okay, the logic they will define like this. Okay, this is bank charges whatever it may be, 400 304 we have defined, whatever it may be. This one we don't consider, but logic. Okay, now I have the only for ING bank account I have defined this GL account. For outgoing clearing, this let us assume these are the GL accounts I have defined like this. But now for this is for ING bank account. Let us assume ING bank GL account. So this is the proposal what I am going to use. But now maybe I have the one more account. I will copy this one. Let me put it the same here so that it will be easy for us to understand. Then I have a one more bank account. HDFC also I have one more bank account. So what I will do here, maybe I will use the one more ING bank GL account. So this is the proposal what I am going to use. But now maybe I have the one more account. I will copy this one. Let me put it the same here so that it will be easy for us to understand. Then I have a one more bank account. HDFC also I have one more bank account. So what I will do here, maybe I will use the one more GL account. Here is the 200 300 I will use. Okay, or else 200. Okay, 200 whatever it may be, 110 I will use. Okay, the end. Okay, the end is the important for me. Then here is the 101. Here is the 10 102. Okay, 200 102. Okay, I'll mention here is the, okay, here also I'll mention 2. Why we need to miss this one? Okay, now you can see here. Now here, okay, because each and every bank would require a separate GL accounts. Okay, in this process now, for now I have a multiple bank accounts. Now let us assume I have 100 bank accounts. Okay, for if I have 100 bank accounts, for every time what I need to do, I need to come back here, I need to map the GL accounts. Okay, I need to map that GL account. Okay, in order to overcome that situation, what SAP has provided here, the masking functionality. Masking functionality, how it is going to work, the masking functionality. Now as I have explained here, now the where the digit, the ending digit is relevant for the main bank account always. So such a way we need to do the configuration. Now the masking, how I am going to define here. Then DL, I mean, remember GL account length is a 10 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then ending digit 0 I am giving. So wherever I am giving 0 here. So this is a relevant for the main bank account. System will understand based on this masking functionality. System will understand automatically because this is having that main bank account. Okay, so this is having the so the 0 ends wherever it is going to end, then it is a 0. I mean this is the main bank account. Then let me enter here, go to, then outgoing clearing account. So outgoing clearing account also I will mention INR. Then for outgoing clearing account, what I'll do, I will map the same. I will map the end digit should be 1. Okay, see now like this also you can map, or else if you want to directly, you can enter the specify this GL account also. Okay, because the system will not determine in our case. Okay, because I have mapped the okay because I want to show you how system is going to determine, okay, how the logic which is going to build in real time. Okay, then okay, I will do one thing, then I'll create one more GL account with reference of this one, then I will assign that one here, so that it will be easy for us to understand. FS00, let me go to the 200 does not exist. Okay, then good, let me create this one. Okay, then I will do this one, then 200. Okay, now where the end digit, now it's the end digit is the 0. Now the masking will work perfect. Now the masking will work. I will let it be the masking. Okay, so but end digits also, again it is confusion. End digits don't have, right? Let me select here. I'll do ing outgoing 2, it is there, 3 it is there. Okay, what I will do, 2 3 I will mention here. Okay, so that it will be easy. Then I will mention here is the 2 for outgoing. Then main bank incoming, right? For incoming currency is INR. I'll mention here is the 3 is the end. Okay, the last one is the bank charges. The bank charges. Then directly I am going to give the bank charges here. 400 303 304, the bank charges account. Okay, then what I have done, I have created the see account symbols. Okay, to differentiate the GL accounts. What are all the GL accounts which we are going to use? Now under this account, for this account symbols, what I have done, I have assigned the GL accounts. So in order to overcome the situation what I have explained here, okay, now what we need to do, the SAP has been provided the masking functionality. Okay, by using this masking functionality, no need to come back, no need to assign. Okay, now if the GL account, if you have defined, now if you have defined the GL account where it ends with, now I have one more GL account. Okay, let us assume ICICI Bank. Now the logic should be, it is consultant, I mean our business need to propose the end digit should be always 0, the 1 should be. Okay, here what we have defined the logic like this, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Okay, for outgoing clearing, for outgoing, then the end should be 0 2, then incoming should be, then for incoming clearing that should be 3. Okay, remember, then always we need to define, then come to the create keys for posting rules. Okay, now let me come here. Now the posting rules, now whenever, now let us talk about what exactly. Okay, account symbols we have seen to differentiate my bank, to differentiate the GL accounts. Okay, for this accounts I have assigned the GL accounts. Then create keys for posting rule. Okay, how I need to define the posting rules. Okay, posting rules, how it is going to work, the posting rules we need to understand. Posting posting rules. Okay, so the posting rules now I am going to define the posting rules, one for the, okay, when I receive payment from the customer, let us assume, okay, if I receive payment from the customer, what will happen then directly if I receive payment, then what will happen, my incoming, my main bank account will be, what will happen, the check. So if I receive the payment from the customer, okay, let us assume what will happen. Okay, then customer will be credited. Okay, customer will be credited and check deposit, and if it is a clearing account will be the initial entry. Okay, when what will happen, directly if we receive the wire transfer, okay, what will happen, main bank account my main bank account will be debit, then to to clearing account, to incoming clearing account will be credited. Posting rule, how I am going to define. to define in case if it is a incoming, directly incoming, okay, for incoming payment. Now in case if there is any outgoing payment, okay, how the system is going to, the what would be the accounting entry directly, okay, then what will happen, then outgoing clearing account, will be debit, okay, to my to main bank account will be credited. So because money is going out, so that is the reason here is that directly I am crediting here, okay. So these are the accounting entries. To post these two accounting entries, okay, the posting rules will have a control. The posting rules will have the control. In the posting rule, what I am going to give, what I am instructing to the system, okay, in the posting rule, I am going to give the instruction to the in the posting rule, okay. Now whenever this the incoming payment will come into picture, then this main bank should be debit, then incoming clearing account should be credited. Then at the same time, whenever I'm making the payment, okay, I'm making the payment, then this account should be debit, this account should be credit. How system will know that one, okay, because what I am doing here is that I'm just so I'm just mapping, okay, the posting rules will have the control, the posting rules will have the control, okay. Then let me define the posting rules, okay. So then let me define the posting rules. Then the posting rules let me define AV01, then coming clearing account, then AV02, then this one is sorry, outgoing clearing account. Then the next one is that AV03 I will define. Then bank charges. Let me enter this one. Save this one. Now we have defined the posting rules. Now in this posting rules, now see posting, create keys for the posting rules. Okay, before defining the posting rules, keys. Okay, now this account, incoming clearing account, out BI format, INGBI, I'll just mention. Then let me save this one. Now select this transaction type. What is this? The transaction type you need to understand here. Okay, now you can see here the external transactions, okay. So now when the bank is sending back, now you let me go back here. Now the bank is sending to SAP system, okay. Now what is debit, what is credit, okay. Now we don't know even how SAP system will understand. Okay, now the file, I have the file, okay, bank file, okay. By seeing that file or by reading that file, how system will understand, okay. So how system will understand that one, okay. So without understanding that one, okay, without understanding that one, the without understanding the or without reading the file, then the bank will not understand. I mean even our SAP system also will not understand, okay. So that is the reason what SAP did, okay. What banks used to do, the banks are going to provide the external transactions. External transactions. What is mean by the external transactions? If I come here, then the bank will provide the external transactions to the banks. I mean to the SAP system. In the file, it contains the external transactions. Okay, tomorrow what I will do, I will show you I have a one master file. Okay, so where all banks are going to use that format only. I mean, use that one only. Okay, now let me define the external transaction 165. Okay, 165 that is going to provided by the bank. Remember. Okay, then what is the either it's the incoming or outgoing. Remember, this is the incoming or outgoing. This is the incoming or outgoing. We need to understand this one. Then if it is the incoming, map this plus symbol. Then what is the posting rule? Okay, what is the posting rule which we are going to use? Remember, what is the posting rule? What is the posting rule? Okay, then so what is the posting rule here? Okay, now getting some call from office. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for put you on hold. Okay, now here the external transactions. Okay, what is the posting rule? When we are receiving from the bank, okay, when we are receiving the when we are receiving from the bank, okay, now how system need to determine which posting rule, okay, which posting rule need to determine. Now what we have defined, okay, incoming clearing, outgoing account, right? Okay, now let me define. Now you can understand here this posting rule. Okay, I am going to assign to this external transaction. So meaning that what will happen, whenever the bank will send with this posting rule, the system, we are giving instruction to the system, trigger this posting rule. Okay, now this posting rule, what system does is a this posting rule, under this posting rule we have already mapped the GL accounts. Okay, with under account symbols have the GL accounts, right? Under the posting rules we have mapped the account symbols. Based on that logic the system will determine. Okay, now let me give the 165 minus if you have a outgoing payments also. Okay, if you have the outgoing payments also, you can define what is the outgoing payments. Now EAV01, what is that one? Incoming. Okay, for outgoing if you want. Okay, outgoing the condition. But for remember, one BI code can map only one posting rule only. Remember, this is the one important thing here. Okay, now let me show you that one. Okay, now I have the this posting rule here. Account symbol is differ, and also the posting rule you can see. Let me try to map the one only for this one, for incoming and outgoing. The system will not allow you. Let me. Okay, so one BI code. This one. Okay, plus. Okay, okay. Now if I have the, I will show you that one. Will show you this. This is the two. Let me change this one first. Then let me show you that one. Now I have the one more 165. Okay, 165 plus. I have the one more. Okay, here I have the one more account, one more posting rule. Let me try to add the any one of the posting rule 001. What system will say? Now you can see here. This is what I was explaining. One BI code can be assigned only the one posting rule. You cannot assign multiple posting rules. You need to think about this one. Okay, during the implementation project, this you need to understand. It's a very important one. How you need to build the logic. Okay, then okay, fine. Now this is the incoming, this is the outgoing we have done. Now what exactly this inter algorithms, we need to understand the functionality of the algorithms. What exactly the algorithms are going to do, the internal algorithms are the very important one. Okay, so what exactly algorithms are going to do if I talk about. Okay, so now now the algorithms. Okay, now you can see, now we can see here standard algorithm, outgoing checks. Now what system does the algorithm, if we can specify the algorithm functionality of the algorithm. Now if we are processing the file, let us assume that file which we are receiving from the vendor, I mean customer incoming payment. At that point of time, what system should do, against which line item the vendor, I mean which again against which line item we have made the payment, the system need to identify that line item, then clear. Okay, clear that line items also. In case if it is the incoming payment, the system need to identify the customer line item and need to clear that line items. Okay, then the criteria here is that system need to identify the document number search, because in that file, whatever the file which we are receiving from the bank, in that file it will have the document number. Okay, so now either the system need to search the document number or reference document number, bank transfer method. Okay, it's a depends on your requirement which you need to map. Okay, in case if there will be any specific algorithm which we need to map, okay, 9 series we need to use. Okay, there will be some custom in the sense where client specific requirements are there. Okay, we can do the customization also here, the customer. Okay, now I have a criteria like this. I want to determine based on the bank account number, based on some text. Okay, so based on some information which I want to which I want to post to the bank transactions, then the algorithms are important. Okay, based on your requirement which we need to specify this one. For our, then let me select the search the document number. Okay, select which one you want, or if you do not want, you can select no algorithms will be placed here. Okay, planning type, this and all, the planning type will be part of the cash and liquidity management. It's no need to aware of this one. Then the processing type you can see here. Okay, now clearing with check, closing balance, opening balance, clearing with allocation. Okay, so bi total balance, bi early balance, bi later so this is a opening total balance, opening balance, closing balance, whatever it may be. If you select this one, then do not select. Okay, just dummy entry. Okay, not assignable. Okay, just select this one. The processing type also important. If you want to see the closing balance, opening balance, all these things, you need to select this one. But now algorithms are important. Okay, now enter here only the two posting rules. Let me give the 165. Okay, because the minus, why I have selected minus for the bank charges, because the bank it is going out. Where is that? I have selected, right, bank charges. Okay, so whenever the bank charges are going to hit, the system need to the system an entry already. Okay, this is not required. Okay, I have already defined, right? Okay, the posting rule I have
See,
already yes, tell
what is
me.
the difference between external transaction type and the internal transaction type?
See, internal transactions in the sense you are going to define your own whatever you want. Okay, this external transactions the bank only will provide. Whatever the bank is going to provide, you need to define them. Okay,
Okay,
so that
got
is
it.
the reason what you need to do for electronic bank statement before going to do the configuration. That is what I told you. First, we need to contact to the bank. Okay, so or else we need to review the file what bank is going to provide. Okay, then in that file, the file it contains that. Okay, the file it contains what are all the external transactions which bank is sending. Okay, then based on that requirement, we need to define all here. Okay, we need to map here. That is the important thing. Internal in the sense whatever you want you can define. External, the bank only will provide this one. Okay, bank only,
Okay,
the bank will provide. Okay, is it clear?
yeah, cleared.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine. Yeah, fine, Shankar. No worries, no worries. Okay. Now this is what now the transactions which I have already defined. Okay. Then come to the assigned bank accounts to the transaction types. Let me come to here. Now click on the new entry. So what is the transaction type? What is the bank key? Come here. Bank key. What is the bank key? Let me come here. This is my bank key. Remember. Okay. Then this is the bank key. For this bank key, what is the bank account which I have mapped here? This is the bank account number. Then enter the bank account number here. Then the transaction type. What transaction type? The format. Okay, the BI format I have defined, right? BI, ING, BI. Then currency. If you want, you can mention the currency, INR currency. Then now you can see planning type is not required. The company code, what is the company code? A001. Then entry does not exist. Which one? INR. Currency class. Okay, then remove this one. Straightforward. Okay, I will enter this one. Okay, now this is what the completely mapping is done. Okay, today we have done the configuration here. Tomorrow what we can do, we'll see the how the file, okay, file formats will be there. I will show you two formats. One is the MT940, another one is the BI file format. Okay, in that file format, something which we need to, which I will show you additional, because I'm requesting you tomorrow, please do not miss the session. That is the one important thing where I'm going to show you the search string functionality. This is the one important string. Okay, what you need to do, how the search string will be work, and how we need to interrupt, how we need to map the search string functionality. Okay, please try to attend the tomorrow session. Okay, we'll continue the session in tomorrow. And one more thing,